everyone, and welcome back to English is Very Easy, the channel where learning English becomes simple and fun. I'm Jack.
And I'm Emma. Hey there, wonderful learners. It's so great to have you here with us today. How are you feeling, Jack?
I'm feeling fantastic, Emma. I'm really excited because today we have an amazing topic that so many people ask us about. This is going to help a lot of learners.
Oh yes, I can't wait to dive into this. But before we start, we have a quick favor to ask all of you listening right now.
That's right. If you enjoy our podcast and you want to improve your English with us, please hit that subscribe button on English is Very Easy channel. It really helps us grow.
And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and share it with your friends who are learning English too. We want to help as many people as possible.
Exactly. We're here to make English easy for everyone. Okay, Emma, are you ready to talk about today's topic?
I am so ready. Today, we're talking about something very important. We're going to learn how to speak English without pausing, and we're going to fix common mistakes fast.
This is such a great topic because many learners tell me, Jack, I know English words, but when I speak, I stop all the time. I pause too much.
Yes, that's so common. People say, well, and they stop in the middle of sentences. It makes them feel nervous and not confident.
Exactly. So today, we're going to help you speak more smoothly, more naturally, and fix those little mistakes that everyone makes. Are you excited, Emma?
Very excited. So Jack, let me ask you something. When you first started learning English, did you pause a lot when you spoke?
Oh, absolutely. I remember I would say things like, yesterday I went to the store. It was terrible. I paused after every word.
That's so normal though. Everyone does that at the beginning. But the good news is we can fix it. Do you know why people pause so much when they speak English?
Well, I think there are a few reasons. First, they're translating in their head. They think in their native language first, then try to translate to English.
Yes, that's mistake number one, translating word by word. When you translate, you have to stop and think. It makes you pause.
Exactly. Instead of thinking, what is this word in English, you should think directly in English. But I know that's hard for beginners. It takes practice.
It does take practice. But here's a tip I love to share. Start with simple thoughts. Don't try to think complicated sentences in English at first.
Oh, that's a great tip. Can you give us an example?
Sure. Instead of thinking, I am currently experiencing feelings of hunger and I would like to consume some food, just think, I'm hungry. I want food.
I love that example. Simple is better. Simple is faster. Simple helps you speak without pausing.
Exactly. And you know what? Native speakers use simple sentences all the time. We don't always speak in complicated ways.
That's so true. Okay, so mistake number one is translating word by word. What's mistake number two, Emma?
Mistake number two is trying to be perfect. Many learners stop because they're afraid of making a mistake. They think, oh no, is this grammar correct? Is this the right word?
Yes, I see this all the time. Students stop in the middle of a sentence because they're worried about being perfect. But you know what?
What?
Native speakers make mistakes too. We say the wrong words sometimes. We use incorrect grammar sometimes, but we keep talking.
That's the secret. Keep talking. Even if you make a small mistake, don't stop. Keep your sentence going. You can fix it later if you need to.
Exactly. Communication is more important than perfection. If people understand you, that's success. So Emma, how can people practice speaking without pausing?
Great question. Here's what I recommend. Practice talking to yourself. I know it sounds funny, but it really works.
Oh, I do this too. When I'm alone, I describe what I'm doing in English, like I'm making coffee, I'm pouring water, I'm waiting for it to heat up.
Perfect. That's exactly right. You're creating English sentences in your mind without translating. You're just describing your actions.
And the beautiful thing is you can do this anytime. When you're cooking, when you're walking, when you're getting dressed, just narrate your life in English.
I love that. Narrate your life in English. That should be our motto. And you know what else helps? Listening to English every day.
Oh, yes, listening is so important. When you listen to English podcasts like this one, you hear how native speakers connect their words. You hear the rhythm and flow.
Exactly. You start to notice that we don't pause after every word. We connect words together smoothly. For example, we don't say, I am going to the store.
Right, we say, I'm going to the store. It flows together like music. That's what learners need to practice.
Yes, and that brings us to mistake number 3, not practicing enough connected speech. Jack, can you explain what connected speech is?
Of course, connected speech is when words flow together in a sentence. We link the ending sound of one word to the beginning sound of the next word.
Can you give us some examples?
Sure, instead of saying turn off, we say turn off. It sounds like one word. Instead of come on, we say come on.
Great examples, and this is why listening is so important. You need to train your ear to hear these connections, then you can copy them.
Exactly. So listeners, when you're watching movies or listening to podcasts, pay attention to how words connect. Don't just focus on individual words.
That's excellent advice. Now let's talk about mistake number 4. This one is really common, using too many filler words.
Oh yes, filler words like like, you know, well, so. Everyone uses these when they're thinking.
They do, and it's okay to use them sometimes. Even native speakers use filler words, but if you use them too much, it makes you sound less confident.
That's true. When someone says, I think that English is like really difficult, it's hard to listen to.
Exactly. So here's a tip. Instead of saying or try to pause silently. Just take a quick breath and continue.
Oh, that's a good one. A silent pause is much better than or It makes you sound more confident and thoughtful.
Yes, and you can also use thinking phrases that sound more natural, like, let me think, or that's a good question, or, well, in my opinion.
Those are great. They give you time to think, but they sound professional and natural, not like nervous filler words.
Exactly. So our listeners can practice this. When you're about to say, stop yourself. Take a breath instead, or use a thinking phrase.
Great advice. Now, Emma, what about mistake number 5? I think we should talk about grammar mistakes that make people pause.
Oh yes, this is a big one. Many learners pause because they're thinking about verb tenses. Should I say I go or I went or I have gone?
Right, they stop to think about the grammar rule. But here's the thing, when you're having a conversation, you don't have time to think about all the rules.
Exactly. You need to practice so much that grammar becomes automatic. You don't think about it, you just use it correctly.
That's right, it's like driving a car. At first, you think about every step. Press the brake, turn the wheel, check the mirror. But after practice, you just drive.
Perfect analogy. Grammar should be the same way. You practice it so much that it becomes natural. You don't pause to think about rules.
So how can people practice grammar without pausing? Do you have any tips?
Yes, practice common sentence patterns over and over. For example, practice saying, I went to the park, I went to the store, I went to the beach.
Ah, I see. You're training your mouth and brain to use the correct pattern automatically. That's smart.
Exactly, and do it with different tenses, like I go to, I went to, I will go to, I have been to. Practice until it feels natural.
That's excellent practice. You're building muscle memory for English grammar. Your mouth knows what to say without thinking.
Yes, and that's when you stop pausing. That's when you speak fluently. Now, let's talk about mistake number 6, overthinking vocabulary.
Oh, this is another big one. Learners pause because they're trying to find the perfect word. They think, what's the best word to use here?
Right, but here's the truth. You don't always need the perfect word. You can use a simple word and people will still understand you.
Absolutely. For example, if you can't remember the word exhausted, you can just say very tired. It's simple, but it works.
Perfect example. Or if you forget the word delicious, you can say very good or tastes great. Communication is the goal, not fancy vocabulary.
Exactly. And you know what? When you use simpler words, you speak faster. You don't pause to search your brain for complicated words.
That's so true. Simple words help you maintain your flow. And as you practice more, the bigger words will come naturally later.
Right. Don't stop your sentence just to find a fancy word. Use what you know and keep talking. That's the key to fluency.
I love that advice. Okay, so we've covered 6 mistakes so far. Let me quickly review them. Are you ready?
Yes. Let's review so everyone remembers.
Okay, mistake number 1, translating word by word instead of thinking in English. Mistake number 2, trying to be perfect and stopping when you're worried about mistakes.
Good. And mistake number 3, not practicing connected speech, not linking words together smoothly.
Exactly. Mistake number 4, using too many filler words like and instead of pausing silently or using thinking phrases.
Right. Mistake number 5, pausing to think about grammar rules instead of practicing until grammar becomes automatic.
And mistake number 6, overthinking vocabulary and looking for perfect words instead of using simple words that everyone understands.
Perfect review. These are the 6 biggest mistakes that make people pause when speaking English. If you can fix these, you'll speak much more fluently.
Absolutely. But you know what, Jack? I think there's one more thing we should talk about. Confidence.
Oh yes, confidence is so important. When you feel nervous or scared, you pause more. When you feel confident, you speak more smoothly.
Exactly. And how do you build confidence? By practicing every day, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Talk to yourself, describe your day, tell a story.
That's right. Every time you practice, you build confidence. And every time you speak without pausing too much, you feel proud of yourself.
Yes, and remember, everyone makes mistakes. Native speakers make mistakes, advanced learners make mistakes. It's completely normal and okay.
The important thing is to keep speaking. Don't let fear of mistakes stop you from practicing. The more you practice, the better you get.
Absolutely. You know what I always tell my students? It's okay to make mistakes. That's how you learn. But it's not okay to stop trying.
I love that. That's a great motto for language learning. So listeners, I want you to remember this. Mistakes are your teachers. They help you improve.
That's beautiful, Jack. Now, let's give our listeners some practical exercises they can do right now to practice speaking without pausing.
Great idea. Exercise number 1. Record yourself speaking for 1 minute about your day. Don't stop, don't pause too much, just keep talking.
Excellent. Exercise number 2, shadow a native speaker. Listen to a podcast or video and repeat what they say at the same time. This helps you practice rhythm and flow.
Oh, shadowing is amazing for fluency. Exercise number 3, tell a story in English. It can be a simple story like what you did yesterday or a movie you watched.
Perfect. And exercise number 4, practice thinking in English for 5 minutes. Look around you and describe everything you see in English in your mind.
These exercises are so helpful. If you do them every day, you'll notice big improvements in just a few weeks.
Definitely. Consistency is the key. You don't need to practice for hours. Just 10 to 15 minutes every day makes a huge difference.
That's right. Small daily practice is better than one long practice session once a week. Your brain needs regular practice to build those automatic patterns.
Exactly. So, listeners, make a promise to yourself today. Practice speaking English every day, even if it's just for a few minutes.
And remember, the goal is not perfection. The goal is communication. The goal is to express your ideas and connect with people.
So true. You know, Jack, I think we should also mention that listening to podcasts like this one really helps people learn natural English.
Absolutely. When you listen to us having a conversation, you hear how real English sounds. You hear the rhythm, the pauses, the natural flow of speaking.
Yes, and you can listen while you're doing other things, while you're cooking, while you're exercising, while you're commuting. It's easy to fit into your day.
That's one of the best things about podcast learning. You can learn anywhere, anytime. And the more you listen, the more natural English becomes in your brain.
Exactly. Your brain starts to absorb the patterns and rhythms of English. Then when you speak, those patterns come out naturally without you thinking about them.
That's the magic of language learning. Input becomes output. What you listen to and read becomes what you can say and write.
So true. Okay, Jack, I think we've covered so much today. Should we do a final summary of everything we talked about?
Yes, let's do that. Today we talked about how to speak English without pausing and how to fix common mistakes fast.
We identified 6 big mistakes: translating word for word, trying to be perfect, not using connected speech, using too many filler words, overthinking grammar, and overthinking vocabulary.
And we gave solutions for each one. Think in simple English, don't worry about perfection, practice linking words, use silent pauses or thinking phrases instead of
Practice grammar patterns until they're automatic, and use simple words instead of searching for perfect vocabulary.
We also talked about the importance of confidence and daily practice. Even 10 minutes a day makes a big difference.
And we gave 4 practical exercises: record yourself speaking, shadow native speakers, tell stories in English, and think in English.
That's a great summary. I think our listeners have a lot of tools now to improve their speaking fluency.
I think so too. Well, wonderful learners, we're coming to the end of our episode today. Time really flies when you're having a great conversation.
It really does. We hope this episode helped you understand how to speak more fluently without pausing so much.
Now it's your turn. We want to hear from you. Please leave a comment and tell us, what's the biggest challenge you face when speaking English?
Yes, tell us your struggles. Do you pause too much? Do you forget words? Do you worry about grammar? We want to know so we can help you in future episodes.
And please, if you haven't subscribed to English is Very Easy yet, hit that subscribe button right now. We create new lessons every week to help you improve.
Don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends who are learning English. Every like and share helps us reach more learners around the world.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. You're doing an amazing job learning English. We're so proud of you.
Yes, keep practicing, keep improving, and most importantly, keep speaking. Don't be afraid of mistakes. They're your friends.
We'll see you in the next episode with more tips, more conversations, and more ways to make English easy and fun.
Until next time, keep learning and keep speaking English.
Goodbye, everyone. See you soon.
Bye-bye. Happy learning.